Hi everyone! Welcome back to another English shadowing practice session. Today's topic is my city or town. In this video, we're going to talk naturally about where we live, what the weather is like, and some interesting places nearby. This is a one-time shadowing practice, so just listen carefully and speak with me at the same time. Try to match my rhythm, pronunciation, and tone. Ready? Let's start. I live in a small but beautiful city called Brookdale. It's located in the north of the country, about 2 hours from the capital. Even though it's not a very large city, it has everything I need. The streets are clean, the neighborhoods are peaceful, and the people are incredibly friendly. One thing I really like about Brookdale is that it feels safe and calm. There's not too much traffic, and you can easily walk or bike almost anywhere. I often say it's the perfect balance, not too quiet, but not too busy either. When I first moved here about 10 years ago, it felt small. But over time, the city has grown. Now, there are more shops, cafes, and parks than ever before. It's amazing to see how much it has developed while still keeping its local charm. Brookdale is known for its beautiful river that flows right through the center of town. There are 2 old bridges that connect both sides, and they're some of the most photographed spots in the city. At sunset, the view from the bridge is stunning. The sky turns orange and pink, and you can see reflections dancing on the water. Every summer we have a big river festival. People come from nearby towns to enjoy food stalls, live music, and small boat races. The atmosphere is always joyful and energetic. The city also has a weekend market that I absolutely love. It's open every Saturday morning, and local farmers bring fresh vegetables, fruits, and homemade bread. You can hear street musicians playing, smell freshly brewed coffee, and see people chatting everywhere. It's one of my favorite parts of living here. It makes the city feel alive and connected. The weather in Brookdale is quite mild. We have warm summers and cool, windy winters. It doesn't snow very often, but when it does, the city looks magical. Everything turns white, and the riverbanks sparkle under the sunlight. Spring is my favorite season. The air feels fresh, flowers start to bloom, and the whole city looks colorful. People go out more, children play in the parks, and cafes set up outdoor seating again. You can really feel that the city wakes up after winter. In summer, the temperature usually stays around 25 degrees Celsius. It's warm but not too hot. Many people spend time outdoors, jogging, cycling, or having picnics in the park. Sometimes there are open-air concerts by the river, which are always fun. Autumn is also lovely here. The trees change color, from green to gold, orange and red. I love walking along the river during this time. You can hear the sound of leaves crunching under your shoes and feel the cool breeze on your face. It's peaceful and relaxing. There are several nice places near my home that I visit often. About 5 minutes away, there's a small cafe called the Corner Cup. It's cozy and quiet, with soft music playing in the background. I usually go there on weekends to read a book or meet friends. The barista knows me well. He always smiles and says, "The usual," when I walk in. Right next to the cafe, there's a small bookstore that sells second-hand books. It's the kind of place where you can spend hours browsing. Sometimes I find old travel guides or novels with handwritten notes inside. It's like discovering a piece of someone else's story. A bit further away, there's a big city park with a lake in the center. It's surrounded by tall trees and walking paths. Families come there on weekends to have picnics or feed the ducks. In the evenings, the park is full of joggers, dog walkers, and couples watching the sunset. I go there almost every day to relax after work. It's my favorite spot to clear my mind. Getting around Brookdale is really easy. We have a reliable bus system that connects all parts of the city. There's also a small train station that links us to nearby towns. If you want to go to the capital, you can take an express train. It only takes about an hour and a half. Most people here prefer to bike. There are bike lanes almost everywhere, and it's a great way to stay healthy. I use my bike to go to work when the weather is nice. It's fast, convenient, and I get to enjoy the scenery along the way. One thing I appreciate about living here is that everything feels close. You don't need to spend hours commuting. The city is compact and easy to navigate. When it comes to food, my city has a bit of everything. There are traditional restaurants serving local dishes, and there are also new places with international food. One of my favorite restaurants is a small Italian place called Bella Vita. Their pasta is delicious, and the atmosphere feels warm and friendly. Every Friday night, I meet some friends there for dinner. We usually sit outside if the weather's good and talk about our week. It's one of those small routines that makes life enjoyable. There's also a popular street near the main square with food trucks that open in the evenings. You can find tacos, sushi, kebabs, and desserts, all in one place. It's perfect if you want something quick and tasty. On weekends, the city center is lively. You can hear buskers singing, children laughing, and people enjoying themselves. There's a sense of community. People greet each other, stop for short chats, and smile easily. That's what makes Brookdale special to me. On a normal day, I usually wake up around 6:30. I go for a short walk in the park near my apartment. The air is cool and the streets are quiet. You can hear birds singing and the sound of distant traffic starting to pick up. After my walk, I stop by a coffee shop to grab a latte before heading to work. My office is in the city center, about 20 minutes away by bus. During the ride, I often look out the window and watch people rushing to school or work. The morning sunlight reflects off the buildings, and everything feels calm but alive. After work, I sometimes meet friends for dinner or go to the gym. If the weather's nice, I prefer walking home instead of taking the bus. It's a great way to unwind after a busy day. On weekends, I like exploring new cafes, visiting the market, or taking short trips to nearby towns. There's a mountain about an hour away where you can hike and get an amazing view of the valley. It's one of the best places to escape the city and enjoy nature. What I love most about my city is the feeling it gives me. It's not just about the buildings or the parks. It's about the atmosphere. People are kind, the pace of life is comfortable, and there's always something happening. Sometimes I sit by the river in the evening and just watch people walking by. You see students laughing, couples holding hands, and elderly people feeding the pigeons. It's simple, but it feels peaceful. Brookdale might not be famous or large, but it's full of life in its own quiet way. Everyone seems to know someone. When I walk through the market or the cafe, I often see familiar faces. That sense of connection makes it feel like home. One of the best things about living here is that there are so many great places nearby. About 30 minutes away, there's a small coastal town where you can see the ocean. I go there sometimes on weekends to walk along the beach and eat seafood. To the west, there's a national park with hiking trails and waterfalls. It's especially beautiful in autumn when the leaves change color. Many people go camping there during the holidays. If you drive about an hour north, you'll find a larger city with shopping malls, museums, and theaters. It's nice to visit once in a while, but I always feel happy to come back home afterward. My city might be smaller, but it has everything I need: comfort, community, and calm. When people ask me why I love living in Brookdale, my answer is simple. It's not just a place to live. It's a place to belong. The people, the rhythm of daily life, the small routines, they all make it special. I love the mornings when the air is cool and quiet. I love the evenings when the city lights reflect on the river. I love that I can walk almost anywhere, and I always feel safe. It's the kind of place where you can take a deep breath and feel at ease. No matter where I travel, I'm always happy to come back here. It's my home, and it's a part of who I am. Describing your city is a great way to practice English because it includes many everyday topics: weather, places, people, and routines. It helps you connect ideas smoothly and speak more naturally. Remember, you don't need to live in a big city to have something interesting to say. Every place has its own beauty and rhythm, and talking about it helps people understand where you come from. Keep practicing shadowing. The more you listen and repeat, the more natural your English will sound. Try recording yourself, compare it with this video, and notice how your pronunciation improves over time. Thanks for shadowing with me today. If you enjoyed this session, give the video a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. Where do you live? And what's your favorite thing about your city or town? I'd love to hear about it. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next English shadowing video. Bye for now.